Yeah, yeah.
So, and then this is all the bolts. Yeah, you should be able to link at home. Just be careful with the throttle.
So this is just one of those stories where everything just kind of came together. I randomly met Josiah at the 2023 Tallahassee Bike Fest. You know, he pulls up on this SWM Super Dual X, and we start talking about it. And he mentions that he just kind of upgraded from an old BMW he was looking to sell. So, of course, we started talking about that, and it turns out it was a 2007 F650gs. At the time, I was looking for a motorcycle for my then girlfriend, and the 650gs just hit everything I was looking for. BMW, dual sport capable, and not in an accident. I wanted to break the trend this channel was creating of just buying broken motorcycles. He mentioned he wanted about $1,000, and I see these things listed for about $4,000 all the time. He also mentioned there was a list of parts that it needed to be good, and on top of that, it didn't really run right. So we set up a time for me to come over, and this is kind of what happened.
Good to see you. Cool. Yeah, I tried to get it started. It's blowing a little bit of light smoke. It's running red. But yeah, the battery's pretty much toast, so there's not really much I can really show you. Yeah. I tried to put the battery, put it on a battery tender. Didn't work. I got it to kind of start, and yeah. But every time, you know, you go pretty much over this, it just dies out. Yeah. And you know, I haven't ran it in probably 6 months. Yeah, I took it to the BMW dealership in Tampa to have them look at it. And they said it was going to be this fuel pressure regulator. Mm-hmm. So I switched that out myself, you know, real quick, just to test it. Same exact stuff. Yeah. Same exact shit. Here is kind of like the air box, all the way up here. So I took the, you know, the filter off, the whole thing. It goes all the way up to like here. Okay. Where that's where the intake is, right here. When I took it off, I was seeing sparks coming through the air box. Oh, really? So it was backfiring through the air box. And that's what I kept telling them I was seeing, but they were like, probably something with the fuel pressure regulator. I don't know. So I haven't taken it back because, you know, that was just a waste of time. Yeah, it's a long trailering it there, trailering it back. That's a long. It's just a project bike, you know. Yeah. And it's something that I don't have the time for. I already have a new bike. This is really comfy. Well, do you have the title for it? Yeah. Okay. Because like I said, 1,000. But I know. I'm willing to negotiate. You listed off a list. I mean, like I said, these are leaking. You got the front seals leaking. Yeah. The head bearings are gonna be a bitch. Yeah, these head bearings is what they said, which I haven't really noticed it, but that's just what the dealership. Let me get back on it real quick. And then the clutch cable, I don't know. It kind of went straight through, so the clutch doesn't really work that well. To even start it, and even then to start it you kind of have to finesse the throttle. Like give it like a tiny little bit of throttle with the start, and then it'll, once when it gets warmed up, it'll stay idling. Okay. Which is weird, you know.
So here's the bit, the dry erase marker bit. Okay, here's all the things he listed that he told me was wrong with it. I haven't even really looked at it, so I'm looking at about like $550 just in parts for these things alone. Not to mention, I don't know what the problem is with it running.
You do 700? I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay. So if I went to go get a new battery and throw this in, would it, you think we live like less than a mile away. I mean, I got my battery box charging right now. Okay. So we can at least try to start it. Like I said, I got it to kind of run, but then again, it takes a minute, and sometimes you have to keep letting it die until it warms up, and then it'll start up like nothing. You know, and then if you rev it slightly, it'll rev all the way up. Mm-hmm. But you know, they did the compression test. They said the compression test was good. They changed out the spark plugs, did a bunch of stupid shit that I didn't ask them to. But when I did get it, for like the first year I had it, it ran okay. But I would notice that whenever I was riding it, between like 4,000 and 5,000 RPM, it would kind of just cut out completely, and then get right back on it. Okay. And that's when I started noticing the problem. It just progressively got worse and worse and worse till it's at this point. Okay. And I haven't been able to figure out what the fuck. Well, hopefully I can. And I don't know. We got a list of bikes to fix. You know, it will run and drive. I haven't had any problems with the clutch or nothing that I've noticed. Okay. Obviously, it needs a new chain and sprocket. I'm sitting for so long. Right. That's fine. And the tires pretty much toast. Yeah.
Did you run this off-road at all?
Mm-mm.
No, you
No,
just mostly street?
It came with the street tires, so
Yeah.
I was thinking about going around too, you know, putting the knobbies back on it
Yeah.
and taking it off-road, but I never got the engine working right,
Yeah.
so I was like... But yeah, originally it came with knobbies. They're supposed to be a little sport. I don't know how good it does off-road, you know, with the suspension.
I think
and
that's like the weak point is they have a...
You have, you know, your drop stand so you can put it up. But the shop did say that they thought they saw some, what's it called? Where it like leaves marks on the...
Oh, on the fork?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it might have to be fully replaced.
Sure. If I do that, then I'm going with the car shocks because they raise it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing too. I was about to like just fully mod it out, but then I found that bike and I've been in love with it. So
yeah, those are. It's kind of pricey to do that, but we'll see. Have you done anything to this yet?
No, I keep trying to find some aftermarket exhausts, but they stopped making them. They discontinued all of the aftermarket parts for it since it's such a rare bike.
Yeah.
Back on, or do you want to try to?
Yeah, if you think it will,
charged.
if we can get it started, well, I can just go buy a new battery. If you think that will.
That's kind of what holds the air box.
Yeah.
Too. You know, it could be something simple, like, you know, just maybe there's a leak in the air box or some sort of sensor.
Yeah, it's just finding it. Diagnosing is usually the longest part.
It ran good for the first year I had it, and after that I took it to multiple shops here around town and in Tampa. No one could figure it out. They just kept charging me overpriced bullshit.
Yeah.
So I put way too much money into the bike. Air box was dented, so they kept saying that because it was dented, it's not getting the proper flow. I was like, that doesn't make sense. And they charged me $600 to do the oil change and the fucking air box.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, bro? But I just got the bike, so I kind of wanted to see if I could get that blipping in the RPM range to stop.
I guess if you want to go look for that title, we can go try to find a battery that maybe they, I don't know, it's a Sunday, I don't know about. So he agreed to 700, which is fine. I think that's a fair price. There's a lot that needs maintenance on it that hasn't been done, or small things, whatever. It doesn't currently start, battery's dead, so what we're gonna go do is go find a battery, a cheap battery we can just throw in there and try to get it home. We live only a mile away from this guy. So the plan is just to get it running as best as it can and then limp it on home. They got an all-wheel drive pilot.
I'm trying to get this shit to hook on. See, the backfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll run. The thing is.
Yeah, this is super tiny, but I'm just gonna plan on returning it. I just need to make it home. What did they give us? Yeah, it's a film.
It's my turn. Sounds good. She's playing right now.
Okay, that's it.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah. Let me know if you ever try to ride or anything. It's not gonna be a little group guy, man.
Yeah.
She see me on the sun. focus on our speeding. Our goal is to improve the health, parking counterlessness, and good.
Okay, stalled only a couple times, but not bad. It drove okay. I don't know. Stay tuned for the F series rebuild. Thanks for watching.